Well, our moms think we're funny.
Hey everybody, this is Turk182.
And I'm Acomi. How's it going?
Yeah, so we're back with another episode of Our Moms Think We're Funny. And we enjoyed our first kind of read-through type thing of Choose Your Own Adventures, and we use that as like kind of as a catch-all, because it's not just Choose Your Own Adventures, it's Choose Your Own Adventures, Which Way, Twisted Plots, and all those kind of books that fall under that banner. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to do one more because we had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys, enjoyed it. But by the time we get this one up, we probably wouldn't have really heard any. But by the time we're recording this one, we wouldn't have heard any feedback from it. So we don't know what you guys thought of it. But hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll do some more. And hopefully we won't get any of those people mad at us about these books that don't really exist anymore. They probably still have copyrights too. But like, you're not allowed to read those on the air. It's not like I'm reading it page by page, right? We're just having fun. So. Okay, so we're going to start off with one, and this is a special one that Acomi doesn't really know about. He doesn't know I'm going to read, so
yeah, not a clue.
I'm keeping him in the dark for right now. And of course, we are going to kind of switch back and forth like we did before, as we make our selections. Okay.
Yep. Do I still need to keep my my eyes averted?
Just for right now.
Okay.
And so this one starts off real quick. So I think we're going to have with this particular one, you're going to have a choice almost every turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to read two choices, and then I'll pass it to you. Because you have a choice right away.
Okay.
All right. What? Cries Batman, nearly crashing the Batmobile. He's been speeding toward the dark streets of Gotham on his way to police headquarters when the familiar bat symbol suddenly changed into a grinning skull. Someone has tampered with the searchlight, thinks Batman. But why turn the bat silhouette into a death's head? It must be a warning or a trap. Batman's next move could be critical. A wrong decision might mean his doom. If Batman decides to drive to police headquarters, if he radios Commissioner Gordon from the Batmobile, if he plays it safe and uses a public phone, or for more information about the bat signal, turn to a particular page. So in this particular one, we have what's called a fact file.
Okay.
And the fact file tells you about the different people. So in this one, we have Joker, Riddler, Two-Face, Batman's utility belt, and a bat signal for people that read this. Like, I don't know what a Batman is. Be like, oh, okay. I'm surprised you know how to read since you've been living in Iraq.
Right.
Obviously, you can. Come
okay.
back to.
Huh.
So real quick, the woman in blue there.
Yeah.
That's Jenny Gutter.
Huh.
She was the nurse in American Werewolf in London.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
She was also in Halloween 2.
Oh. Wow. All right. Okay. So
No. I'm sorry. Not Halloween 2. Child's Play 2.
Oh, okay.
She was in Child's Play 2. You remember the Child's Play 2, right?
I haven't watched any of the Child's Play movies.
I know. All right. So, do you want to go to police headquarters? You want to call Commissioner Gordon, or you want to stop and use a payphone?
I want to call Commissioner Gordon.
From the bat phone or from the payphone?
From the bat phone, yeah.
From the Batmobile phone.
Yeah. I like calling it the bat phone.
Batmobile phone. I got a Batmobile phone.
Come on, Robin. We have to call from the bat phone.
Commissioner Gordon's deep voice comes crackling over the Batmobile's radio. Yes, we know about the bat signal, he says. My men are working on repairing it right now. There's more urgent business. You're scheduled to be in Washington, D.C. tomorrow for the 4th of July celebration. You better get started right away. Your country calls. Okay.
That's a crock of shit. I know Jim Gordon.
If Batman is suspicious and goes to talk in person with the commissioner, or if he takes the Batplane to Washington.
He's going to go talk to Jim.
Gonna go talk to Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's your turn now.
Okay.
I did my 3. Or my 2.
Am I on page 62 or 63?
63.
Oh, okay. Because if it was 62, it was like, shit, I already died.
No, I would have read you that, and I would have chastised you about it. Right.
Okay. There was something odd about the commissioner's voice, thinks Batman, after shutting off the radio. It sounded somehow mechanical. Within minutes, Batman arrives at the commissioner's office to find a very upset Sergeant Bullock. The commissioner's been kidnapped, he cries, and we have no clues. But Batman examines an electric clock on the floor. It broke when it fell, and the time recorded is 5 minutes before Batman spoke to the commissioner by radio. Gordon must have knocked this over, thinks Batman, to warn me the voice wasn't
Well,
his.
can you slow down there, Speedy Gonzalez? I mean, shit.
Okay. Yeah, so clock broke. Time it recorded is 5 minutes before Batman spoke to the commissioner by radio. Gordon must have knocked this over, thinks Batman, to warn me the voice wasn't his. So does Batman check out the police switchboard, or does he rush to Gotham Transmission Tower?
Let me check out the switchboard.
Alright. Ooh, this has pictures. Let me make sure I got the right page. Yep. Batman rushes to the police switchboard in the dispatch room. A quick search turns up a tiny computer concealed behind the switchboard. It's ingeniously wired to the transmitter and programmed with a vocal composite to sound just like Commissioner Gordon. As Batman examines it, suddenly it speaks. It doesn't take a trunk call to find me, Batman. Does the cryptic message have a meaning? Batman has a feeling he'd better act fast. This sounds like the Riddler. Does Batman run back to the Batmobile and try to solve the riddle? Does he rush up to the rooftop? Oh, and then there's more information on the Riddler, which you know about him.
You've heard the rumors about the Riddler.
So do I want to do what now? What's my options?
You can run back to the Batmobile and try to solve the riddle, or you can rush up to the rooftop.
Rooftop.
Alright.
I think it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Because that's my two choices.
Boom. Oh, wait. It ends. 110.
Oh, shit. Well, I guess... Okay, well... Batman swings to the rooftop and hides in the shadows. Beneath the malfunctioning bat signal, there he sees the Riddler looking down with a pair of binoculars and standing before a detonator. With a toss of the batarang, the Cape Crusader clobbers the Riddler from behind, his cape swooping behind him. Batman grabs and disconnects the detonator and puts the Riddler's wrist in bat cuffs. Bat cuffs. It was true that it didn't take a trunk call to find you, Riddler. I'd have checked the Batmobile's trunk. You'd have set off a bomb in it, intones Batman. The real clue to your hiding place was that sabotage bat signal. Once I rescue Gordon, you'll be telling punchlines to the other prisoners. The end.
Alright, we did it.
Yep. We saved the city.
We're a good dynamic duo.
Alright, you ready to go again?
Sure.
Alright, so... Rewinding. Alright. Batman's next move could be critical. A wrong decision might mean his doom. Police headquarters, Commissioner Gordon, or public phone? Call Gordon from the Batmobile or public phone?
Let's just head straight to the police headquarters.
Batman, thank heavens you're here, exclaims Commissioner Gordon as the Cape Crusader arrives at police headquarters. Look at this edition of the Gotham Gazette. The warning reads, 24 hours to doom. A warning to Batman. Can this mean that you have 24 hours to live? Asks the Commissioner, but Batman is studying the headline. It takes a clever mind to sneak into the Gotham printers and add this headline. This is the Joker's work. But it's almost dawn, and today is the day Bruce Wayne is to go on a charity cruise. Should Batman ignore the warning and go on the cruise as Bruce, or should he investigate the Gotham Gazette while the trail is still hot?
Oh, he's going to investigate the Gotham Gazette.
Alright.
I don't think the Joker would know that he's Bruce Wayne in this book.
Page 5.
Alright. At the Gotham Gazette offices, Batman discovers all of the night staff tied up in a broom closet. The second edition has already hit the streets with a new headline. Gotham City to be destroyed in 24 hours! Exclamation point, dash dash. The Joker! Exclamation point. The article beneath states that unless Batman can solve the mystery, the Joker will somehow poison half the city's population. How can you poison millions of people in only 24 hours, wonders Batman desperately. He can think of only 3 possible ways. About half the city cooks with gas stoves. Everybody drinks the city water, and everybody breathes the air. Which is most likely? Does Batman rush to the gasworks? Does he head for the Gotham Reservoir? Or does he drive to the airport?
Gotham. Is it too late to go on that cruise? Alright. Let's go to the reservoir.
Alright.
I know when I had a big brown beaver, and I'm sorry. I wasn't quite sure where you were going with that.
I was doing clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right.
Oh.
Something strange is going on, says Batman, parking the Batmobile near the huge reservoir.
Who are you gonna call? Sorry.
Far out in the middle of the water is a ferry boat. He runs and jumps into a small power launch belonging to the Department of Public Works. Pleasure boating on the reservoir is illegal, he says to himself. This feels like an Adam West thing.
Old chum?
Come, Robin. Pleasure boating on the reservoir is illegal.
Gee, Batman, I guess you're right.
Shutting off his motor to approach the ferry undetected, Batman now sees the Joker's gang aboard the larger boat. They are opening bags of some kind of dry chemical to dump overboard. Commanding his crooked crew is the Joker, who laughs hysterically. Batman listens to their conversation. So whatever it is they're dumping in here, the illustration just has a bag that says Caution Poison on it.
Caution Poison. Okay.
It's the name of my new band.
Caution Poison. Nice.
We are Caution Poison. CDs are in the back.
Yeah, merch on the table. So, drinks?
How long will it take for this poison to work, boss? One of the gang asks the Joker. I told you, idiot, he screams. From the moment we pour it into the reservoir until the time it reaches every home in Gotham takes about 20 hours. At least half of the population of Gotham will drink it. The poison will only be active in their systems for a few minutes, but by that time, I'll have won. Batman wasn't clever enough to thwart my scheme, laughs the Joker. He goes to the starboard railing to dump the first bag of poison. Batman has to act fast.
Huh? No, go ahead.
Does Batman reach for his utility belt, or does he rush into the boat's cabin?
Is this my first choice or second? No, it's my second choice, isn't it?
Second, yeah.
So, utility belt.
Alright. Do you need more information on the utility belt? We can go to the information file.
Nah, I think I'm good, thank you.
Just as the Joker and his men are about to pour the chemical poison, Batman yanks the batarang from his utility belt and hurls it. The tiny device circles noiselessly, spinning a silken cord round and round the gang. Suddenly, Batman pulls tight on the cord and binds the Joker and his gang together. They are completely helpless. Batman radios Commissioner Gordon and tells him of the Joker's mad plot. I know you'd like to talk to him, Commissioner, says Batman in his two-way radio, but he's all tied up at the moment. The Joker doesn't seem to get the joke. He just stares straight ahead, frowning, as Batman steers for shore.
Is he in?
That's the end.
So I won too.
Yeah.
Yay!
Good job.
I'm good at heroing.
I got you for hero.
Yeah, I just should have realized that this one was gonna be kind of lame. Yeah, I really because they have some Marvel ones.
Yeah.
But the Marvel ones has like a little character card, and you got to roll dice and shit. And,
Oh,
and
cool.
I'm like, that's a little too much for this.
It is a bit for...
But I should have known this one was going to be a little too simple as well. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to throw a batarang with a rope on. It's just going to circle around them because it's like that thing does not obey the laws of physics.
Well, you know what? It's better that than like, you know, oh, hey, you opened a door. Fuck you, you're a rat. So, you know.
Oh, is somebody bitter?
Yes. Yes, fuck that haunted mansion and that rat lady.
I was like, yeah, I've done this one so many times, and I don't even know what the mystery is. Oh, no, we'll figure out the mystery. I'm not going to stop to figure out the mystery. The mystery is you get turned into a rat.
Every time.
Oh, you poor guy.
Oh, so this was this book was written for Elaine Waring.
It was written for them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Elaine Waring.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a which way. Which ways are okay.
I wonder who did these illustrations.
It tells you in the front.
Oh, does it? Let's see.
Next page.
Jose Delbo. Not familiar with that name. I do like that that grinning death skull in the bat symbol.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, don't forget, Batman, you're supposed to be in Washington, D.C. tomorrow. You know, the country's counting on you. And the president's like, I need Batman. Get me Batman.
I want pictures of Batman on my desk by noon.
It's like, what about Bat Guy? You know that scene, right?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I vaguely remember, yeah.
In Spider-Man, he's like, he's like, was it, it's like the Green Goblin. He goes, call the copyright office, copyright that name. I want 5 cents every time someone uses it. And then Ted Raimi's like, what about the name Green Meanie? And he's like, yeah. But so you don't know the bonus thing to Far From Home, do you?
Nope.
You don't.
Nope.
So I'm going to spoil it for you, just because. I mean, you should have seen it already. Just like you should have seen Ant-Man and Wasp already. Like, I watch Endgame, and then you think, so Ant-Man's in a truck? And it's like, what is he, in the Blues Brothers? Hey, this is Ant-Man. I'm in a truck. At the end of Ant-Man, after everything that happened with the quantum realm, they were trying to figure out, because how the fuck did you watch Endgame without saying Ant-Man and Wasp when the whole point of the thing was a quantum?
Just did, man.
God, you're like fucking Roger. I mean, I'm like, come on, jeez. Okay, so in Ant-Man and Wasp.
Oh, you shop at Ross.
You shop at Ross. In Ant-Man and Wasp, it's determined because the character Ghost has a problem with like the quantum field or whatever. Their molecules are out of sync with the quantum field, and they're basically slowly discorporating.
Yeah.
Scott finally remembers seeing something in the quantum realm they think that might be Janet Van Dyne. So they're building this quantum realm thing to enter or whatever, and then the Ghost, Lawrence Fishburne's character, is it Bill Foster, who's like one of the giant, was it Black Goliath, and he's been kind of secretly helping this girl to try to get her like molecular like field or whatever stable. Anyway, he's like, oh, this thing that they're building, that'll help you. So they decide to steal it to help her, but they're like, but we need it so we can rescue Janet, and because if she's still in there, we can go in there and bibbidi bobbidi boo. In the end, they're able to save Ghost, and so she doesn't discorporate, and also able to save Janet, who's been trapped in the quantum realm, but she hasn't really aged.
Right.
So they go to test it out at the end of Ant-Man and Wasp. They're like, okay, so it's Hank, Janet, and the other girl. She can't remember, Hope. And they're all standing there like, all right, Scott, you're going to go in there. The machine's in the back of the truck. And he goes in there. It's like, we're going to be in there for 30 seconds. You're going to push the button. You're going to come out. But you're going to record all the stuff so that way we can kind of see how the quantum realm works. And he jumps in there. And he's in there. And he's like, okay, all right, pull me out. Pull me out. And the camera cuts back to the rooftop. Mm-hmm. And they're turning into ash.
Huh. Okay.
And so we cut to 5 years later. And someone found the van just abandoned and put it into, the storage, and the rat comes by and lets him out. And then that's why he's like, hey, I've been in the quantum realm for the past 5 years and I haven't aged, just like Janet had been in there for like 20 years and she hadn't aged.
Yeah.
Right? Time moves differently there. Maybe we can use that to blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
You're like, oh, now it makes sense.
Well, no, I mean, that's what had been
keep...
explained to me before, so...
But yeah, Ant-Man and Wasp is pretty good. It has some really cool parts in there. There's the whole thing with the truth serum is kind of awesome.
Truth serum, huh?
Yeah. These guys are going to try to get the location of Hank Pym and Scott from Luis.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, I'm going to give you an injection of this thing. It's like truth serum. And it's actually was it Walton Goggins?
Okay.
Is playing the guy who I'm friends with his dad on Facebook. So apparently, guess instead of him having like a Facebook page, you can see his dad has a Facebook page, and he like basically it's like, hey, my son's got a new show on, watch it, and it's which is really kind of cool. It's like, hey, I'm gonna have my dad kind of run my Facebook, not really mine, his, and it's kind of cool.
I like that.
But it's him, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to give you... well, it's not him. He's got a guy that's going to give an injection of stuff. It's going to make you say, oh, it's like truth serum. It's like, no, it's not truth serum. And it's like, well, you say he's going to inject us with us, right? And it's going to make us tell the truth. We can't lie. It's like, yeah. So that means truth serum. It's like, no, it's not truth serum, right? It's this thing. He's like, because I saw the truth serum. And anyway, the guy ends up later on getting injected with it himself. And he's like, it is truth serum.
Oh, God, that donkey's eating that kid.
It does look like the donkey's eating that kid. So I know we're kind of going off on a whole different thing here. It's nothing related to our
His hair is gold.
Yeah. So I gotta say, this is kind of bullshit. With his name is like Gold Locks or whatever, and his hair is gold. He's got the gold chain, and then he finds his car, and he's got gold shoes on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like him anyway. I really don't. I don't think he's funny. And the thing is, all the time he was like on Nickelodeon, whatever show it was, you think he'd know how to fucking act by now, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
So then he gets in the car with the weird looking bear thing.
Yeah.
Mummy Money.
It's. I don't think I ever watched the full episode of Mummy Money.
No, I showed it to you.
I think you just showed me the clip where they sing.
I thought I recorded the whole thing and showed it to you.
No, that was the equity thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So in the Mummy Money with the pyramid scheme, in the song that Beast Boy sings from Teen Titans Go, he's like, got a gold boat, got a gold star, got a gold bear, put him in a gold car.
Oh wow. So they just totally stole that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
I'm like, you kind of ripped that off there. I bought a gold me. I called him the gold dude. I love that. I love the song that Teen Titans Go. They're so fantastic.
They're way ahead of their time.
And the thing is, like, I've been thinking, like, I'm gonna write some rap songs or whatever, and like, and I'm like, I like none of this sounds any good. And then I watch it 10 times, like, hey, make it look so easy, Even like something like the bees song,
Yeah.
Dance for your bees, dance for your bees. I'm like, how do they do that so well? I was gonna say something. I was like, oh, hey, I was gonna deviate, whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I think this is kind of our episode, right?
I think pretty much, yeah. I mean, we could probably run down a couple more paths in the Batman book, but I think we pretty much got the gist.
Yeah,
we're really good at this one.
Yeah, that one's really that's for like beginners or whatever.
Which is okay. I mean, I feel pretty good about succeeding on that.
Oh, because you didn't get turned into a rat?
Yeah, like 3 times. 3 times. 3 times in the past 5 years. She turned me into a rat. 3 times in the past 5 years.
I tell you,
just don't do that.
When you started that, I was like, "Where the fuck are you going with this?" I'm like, "What are we doing here?" I have to be honest. I was really starting to get kind of pissed off. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, this is not funny. None of this is funny. What are you doing here? Like, yeah. And I'm like, how am I going to be able to tell him that dude, I don't want this to be a podcast episode. I'm like, what are you doing? And it's like people are gonna be just like, he beats me, like, oh, we're making fun of like domestic violence. I'm like, what is? I'm just I'm like, I'm gonna try to play into it or whatever, and I'm like, but yeah, I'm not feeling whatever it is you're putting down. I'm like, no thanks. I don't like Kool-Aid, and I'm like, I'm just not. And then you finish doing it, I'm like, okay, that guy's just a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he really is.
Earl Hypernova's got some serious problems.
I think I would have to Rorschach him and just like
drop him down an elevator shaft.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. And just drop his ass down. I mean, because you can't sit there and like, oh yeah, it's my family and I'm going to use them, and they're not even going to really be in on the joke. I'm just going to try to embarrass them and treat them like garbage for my own amusement and the amusement of strangers, while distancing and pissing off the people that used to care about me, but now really don't care if I live or die, and would probably prefer if I die.
Oh yeah.
And I just think like, yeah, I don't know. I told him, hey, just wait for the elevator. He was like, you go take the elevator. I'm like, hey man, it's like you do you. Yeah, I can't. You would get beaten more than like 3 times in 5 years. I'd be whooping your ass every day.
Yeah, I would not stay in that situation. Like,
yeah, I mean, as far as his parents go, be like, hey, that funny thing you did? It wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Hey, pack your shit.
Get out. Like if I were the parents, I would totally kick him out. And like the excuse is, oh, I can't get a job because I have psoriasis. It's like, well, there are other people who have jobs who have psoriasis. So
because you have psoriasis.
Yeah.
Wait. He says he can't get a job because he has psoriasis? Because he has itchy, flaky skin on part of his body?
Yeah.
So that means he can't get a job.
That's what he says.
Well, let's see how fast you get a job when you're homeless.
Right?
I'd like to see him pull some like shit like that with like a homeless person. Like, it's like I lost my legs in Nam, and it's hard for me to find work. Plus, I suffer from PTSD. And sometimes I just I see something and I just kind of go back to that place there on the the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and it's like sometimes your best friend can get shot. And what's your problem? I got psoriasis.
I have psoriasis and my brother beats me. 3 times in the past 5 years he beats me.
No, I'm not even talking about his bullshit story. Just the I have psoriasis.
Oh, he would still tell the bullshit story.
And it's like, so what now? Yeah, I can't get a job because I have psoriasis. There's like a cream and some pills you take for that, right? Because I rubbed like some cream in my nubs and my legs never grew back. Fatty is gone. Fatty is gone. He is never coming back.
I had to give him Fatty. There's some of his videos where he'll like hold his arm up and go, and I have psoriasis. You really can't see it because I'm on treatment for it right now, but I have psoriasis. It's like, so it's not even showing.
So I think we're actually going to be doing another car podcast. Because I'm about to get in my car and drive to this fucker's house and beat the shit out of him because he's just one of those people that doesn't really need to be around anymore.
I love learning about internet lolcows, mostly because it sets you off like this.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't. I don't understand people. I don't understand.
See, this is your same reaction to Land to Moon, where it's like, I don't care, but I can't stop talking about it.
I wish someone would just come and take me away because I don't want to be on this planet anymore. Please just take me away because I don't want to be here.
Oh, well, sometime I'll tell you about, like, Wings of Redemption or Jonathan Ross, some guys like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it sounds like something I'm never going to remind you to do.
Yeah. You won't have to remind me. I'll remember. I mean, it's okay. It's no trouble for me. I'll remember.
I'm not a very good artist.
No, you do good.
No, Superman does good. You do well.
Fuck you.
I stole that from a GIF from 30 Rock with Tracy Morgan. Oh, thank you, Karl Marx. I love Russian politics. No, okay. Well, I really don't know the Marx Brothers. Is that his name?
Groucho Marx?
Groucho, there you go. So I don't know the Marx Brothers. I know there's like Harpo and Sleazo and
there's
whatever.
Harpo, Chico, and Groucho. And, there was one more later. Yeah, but he was never as
Elfo! He's kind of like the shimp of the Marx Brothers?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, anyway, I was just going to say, I'm not a good artist. I'm not. But I think that I'm going to take steps to become a better artist.
Cool.
I'm going to start by the Picasso method. I'm sorry, the Van Gogh method. I'm gonna cut off my ear. Maybe both. Anything that'll keep me from having to hear any of those fucking stories that you just mentioned. And I'm going to use that as my excuse. I'm just trying to become a better artist.
I'll just talk into your good ear. I mean, there's some interesting stuff out there.
Yeah. What if Van Gogh did that because like there was like someone was like pulling like a prank on him, like it was like, I am the genie. It was like, what are your wishes? It's like, I'd like to become a better artist. And it's like, but everything comes with sacrifice. If you cut off your ear, you will become a better artist. And it's like, oh shit, he's doing it! He's doing it!
Oh my god, he's crying! So, there's rumors that, like, the original story was that Van Gogh cut his ear off because he liked a woman and wanted to, like, show his dedication. But there's rumors that it's actually that he had this friend that he lived with, and I can't remember the guy's name. But, like, Van Gogh was a little bit bipolar and a little bit nutso.
And a little bit rock and roll.
And
I'm a little bit bipolar.
And the guy kept wanting
rock and roll.
The guy kept wanting to leave, and he was like, I don't want to live with you. You're toxic to be around. I want to just go and live my own life. And Van Gogh got so upset the night that he left that he cut his ear off, and then he staggered into his brothel and gave the hooker there his ear chunk. And so that's why it became the saying, oh, it's about a woman. But it really wasn't.
No, I need money. We don't take ears. What is this, Days Gone?
This place costs you an ear and a leg.
It's like, I can't be in this relationship anymore with you. I'm just going to Van Gogh.
Van Gogh, Van going, Van gone.
Maurice, you die.
I'm just gonna get in my car here. Oh no, I have to buy some of the gas.
You doing the American Dad thing with Roger? I think I flooded it. So he was had a roommate, and he was like, yeah, you're just bad to be around, and I like the Akira Kurosawa movie Dreams. Mm-hmm. I like that explanation a lot. This guy actually goes into this painting. He's walking around through all these different Van Gogh paintings, and he comes across Van Gogh painting like the sunflowers or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And Van Gogh's got the bandage wrapped around his head, and he asks him, he's like, like what happened? And he's like, I was trying to draw a self-portrait, but I couldn't get the ear right, so I cut it off. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say that's cool, but it's like that's
pretty badass.
That's a better tale than like, yeah, my roommate left me because I was toxic, and so I cut my ear off in revenge. It's like why not a pinky? I'm an artist, damn it.
There's some rumors that his friend is actually the one who cut the ear off, but because Vincent was like very codependent on him, then he was like, oh, I'll just say I did it. But I haven't seen a ton of evidence for that. That's just kind of like the more recent accusations.
Yeah.
So I don't know enough about that. But
I can see that his friend was sitting there, and there's like a mandolin version of like Steelers Wheels comes on there. Stuck in the middle with you, and he's like, hey, he's dancing in front of Van Gogh. It's like clowns to the left of me. He looks, there's a picture of like crying clowns. Joe, kiss to the right. He's like, here I am. Stuck in the middle with you. He comes on Van Gogh's here. That's going in for the paradox. How Van Gogh lost his ear. All right, wait.
Van Gogh, do you like bard music from the 1870s? Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, that's funny. Have you ever been the victim of religious persecution? Maybe Van Gogh should go, no, Van Gogh's just fine. Tell me, Van Gogh, you ever seen a grown artist naked?
Van Gogh, when you're painting your nude models, do you ever look at them in?
You like the smell of drying paintbrushes?
Van Gogh, do you like painting gladiators?
Look, I can figure fine day to stop cutting off my ear.
I more picture him as like a Mel Brooks type guy, where he just like hands some chick his ears, like, here you go, it's good to be king.
And it's like, what is this? Is this your ear? And it's like, I can't hear you. I cut off my
ear. What? Please talk into this ear. It's my good ear. Woo-ha.
Oh, so how far did we deviate this time from our Batman?
That was pretty good, man.
Oh my goodness.
That was pretty far deviation right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh, but I like it.
Eventually we're gonna stay on topic about something.
No, that'll make us boring.
Yeah, it will.
There's a million podcasts that stay on topic.
Yeah.
Did you read about that person who wrote an article condemning Mel Brooks and Blazing Saddles?
Say what now?
Somebody, I don't know, just some millennial wrote an article called Blazing Saddles and its horrors. talking about how horrifically racist Blazing Saddles is, and how just like taken aback and destroyed they were over like all the horrible crassness of Blazing Saddles. And
wait. So I just want to make sure I understand this. So Blazing Saddles is about a black guy that's put in a position of power in a town that's full of racists, and how they're like, fuck you, we're not gonna follow you because we don't want your black ass here.
Right.
Isn't it just like 2019 only as a Western? I'm not really seeing like where it's like, oh, how dare you tell a story of modern times 30 years ago.
I didn't finish the article because it was like, this is stupid, but yeah, apparently a big beef with them is that they threw around the N-word an awful lot. So
oh no. Oh no, that's so wrong.
It's the whole thing. I mean, like Mel Brooks has been quoted recently as saying, political correctness kills comedy. Like you've got to be willing to push the envelope a little bit somewhere in some ways, because otherwise you're just going to be like all this tame, sterile stuff, and it's all going to sound the exact same. But yeah, apparently this person got trolled so much for what was said against Blazing Saddles that they deleted the article.
Okay, so I just gotta say this. In Mel Brooks' defense, from what I remember saying and whatever, that's not his fault. He hired Richard Pryor to write all the black jokes, so it wouldn't be racist. But Richard Pryor said wanted to write jokes for Mongo, and so it was like, well,
awesome.
That's what I remember reading, was like, yeah, he wanted Richard Pryor there, he was on the set, and he wanted him to write those, so that way it's not racist and we're not being mean, and he just wanted to write jokes for Mongo.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So it's like, well, that's, and then of course, if he's still on set, it's like, okay, so we're gonna have this guy saying the sheriff is near, and Richard Pryor's like, no, that's good. How do you feel about us punching a horse? You okay with that? It's like, oh, okay, sure. And it's like, all right, and so we're going to have Sheriff Bart walk through the town here, in this line right here. It's like he's walking through town, he's saying, howdy, neighbor. And the old woman goes by and says, screw you, ninja. No. Okay, so Mongo gets a candygram, and it's actually dynamite, and it blows him up.
Candygram.
Like, are you listening to us? Are you listening to us? Motherfucker, you listen to me? I'm Richard Pryor. And it's like, no, okay. It's like, all right, So then, okay, we got the scene early on before he actually comes to town where the guy goes, hey, there's that uppity ninja that hit me in the head with a shovel.
Yeah, we interviewed him.
And so, all right, so here I'm going to have Mongo say, Mongo just pawn in Game of Life. So you cool with what we have?
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm cool. Shit, I'm Richard Pryor. Yeah, so,
Yeah, so to be fair, yes, that's pretty much what happened. But yeah, no, apparently they were trolled so much for that article that they just deleted it.
Yeah, I've heard someone else say, oh, it's so racist. I'm like, what in it is racist? I mean, there's some, and in the end, the townspeople were like, oh, hey, we were really wrong about you, and all that stuff, which that's the fantasy part.
Right.
Which I think is funny, the way the movie ends with, this whole, in the very end of the movie, when the limos pull onto the set, and they get into the limos, after they break through Dom DeLuise's, the whole dance sequence of the French Mystique.
Now watch me.
Stick out the tush. You're doing the French Mystique. And then they get the whole fighting in the cafeteria, and then it's like, oh yeah, remember that part where like at the end all the racist white people are like, hey, you're not such a bad guy after all, and we like all these other black people too, and we can live in our town. It's like, oh yeah, that's bullshit Hollywood, because they get in their limos and they drive off because none of this is real. It's all just a fantasy. The racism, it's still there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and here now we're gonna fast forward to 2019. Guess what? It's still there. So yeah, you can go ahead and you can take your, oh, it's so racist, and you stick it up your ass. That's just a slice of life. Whether it was in the 1700s or whatever.
Should be 1800s. Yeah.
It's just like they say, no one ever talks about any of the black cowboys.
Right. Yeah.
There were tons of black cowboys. No one ever talks about them. So.
Oh, speaking of stuff like that, the Black Samurai Yamato, they're making a movie about his life.
They already did. Samuel Jackson voiced the character.
Really?
Afro Samurai.
Oh, no, I mean like the historical Black Samurai. I didn't know Samuel L. Jackson voiced Afro Samurai.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Who else would voice? Okay, we're gonna have an anime character. His name is Afro Samurai. He's an afro. He's a samurai. He carries around a sword, and he's a black guy.
Well, shit, that's all you had to say.
Right. I mean, who else would you get to do that?
I mean, he would be my first choice, but
yes, Afro Samurai, voiced by Sam Jackson.
But yeah, no, like he was a historical guy. I've seen photos of him. He looked like a total badass. But
how do you see photos of him? They didn't have like pictures back then.
Oh
You're
yeah,
a liar.
there's photographs of samurai.
Acomi's a liar.
I've got a photo saved on my phone of samurai in front of the Sphinx.
Oh yeah, I got a picture of me, meeting, fucking Judith Hogue. That mean it's real. I really couldn't back that.
God, that was a wonderful day. Judith, call me, please.
I'm your father. Really? No. I can't back that up. Probably one of the few things in that movie I actually found funny.
What movie was that?
Austin Powers.
Oh, see, I still haven't watched it.
When he meets up with Dr. Evil, and Dr. Evil tells him that he's his father. And I was like, really? He's like, no. But yeah, that sounds interesting. Black Samurai.
Yeah, it's...
I'm Black Samurai, bitch!
Shuriken comes flying in. I threw that shit before I entered the room!
Oh, God.
Mom, don't interrupt me when I'm doing my kung fu! That whole Vietnam flashback in Black Dynamite is so incredible.
Oh, man, I love all the flashbacks, like, Jimmy, it's me! Yeah, like, 15-year-old
Black thing from Korea or whatever.
15-year-old Black Dynamite! Now I know I'm just your younger brother. It's like there's so much exposition in that. It's so funny.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I haven't seen Black Dynamite in a while. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, it's been a few years for me. I want to rewatch it.
But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. And of course it has Bokeem Woodbine. I don't know why I like Bokeem Woodbine so much. I don't know. I just do it. Like I see it, I was like, oh shit, Bokeem Woodbine's in that. He even has a small role. Like when I found that he was going to be in Spider-Man: Homecoming, I was like, seriously?
Yeah.
That's the shit. And it turns out, he ends up being like the second Shocker, and I'm like, awesome. Like, and I have no idea why I like him. And it's just like I just do. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird.
That's a really good look for Sam Jackson, by the way.
That's probably how he looks all the time.
I think how he looks all the time is closer to Jackie Brown. Not with the long hair, but like that beret and all that. And the preppy shirt. I think that's closer to day-to-day Sam Jackson. But that like incognito look is pretty cool for him.
First, we got to take care of the Beaumont thing. I think someone already took care of that for you. You mean, oh, you ain't heard? It's like someone with a beef blew Beaumont's brains out. Oh shit! This shit rhymes. Blew Beaumont's brains out.
I love that movie so much.
Oh,
you
man.
absolutely, positively have to kill every motherfucker in the room, except no substitutes.
Yeah, it's like, how'd you find me? I didn't find you. Winston found you. Wait, how you do that? That's what he does. Well, Billy for that ninja. Oh, shit, Jackie Brown is so good.
It is so good. You don't think he's smart? Well, he still moves his lips to read, if that tells you anything.
And Robert Forster passed away like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so we did kind of run a bit off topic, but yeah, so that was a bit of choose your own adventure and a bit of just running the gamut of conversation.
Yeah. I think we've been so focused on actual topics lately. We really haven't just taken the time to just run wild and just
Yeah.
that whole stream of consciousness thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think it's good every once in a while to just do like a non-topic podcast.
Well, it's fun for us. I don't know how everyone else feels about it.
Well, we don't have that many listeners. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I think the main listener we have that listens to every episode so far has been me. So
That's because I only partially listen to them while I'm editing them, so it doesn't even get us the YouTube clicks.
and then I'm like, oh God, did I say that? Oh God, I don't remember saying that. I'm like, why? Somebody stop me! I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is so bad. This is all going to be used against me in a court of law.
Yeah, we can't run for Congress anymore.
Oh, why not? Just deny it.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't me. It's like, well, audio and stuff, that can be manipulated.
You can totally edit audio.
Like, you have no proof that I did any of that stuff. It's
What
like
is your definition of is?
I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't know it was going to be this bad.
Yeah?
That's, well, I'm thinking of PCU with Jon Favreau's character, which is, it's a parody of some congressional hearing or whatever.
Ah, okay. But yeah, so thanks for giving us a listen, folks. Check out our other Choose Your Own Adventure episode. That was a fun one.
Yeah, that was a lot better with the mystery of Chimney Rock and the invasion of the Black Slime.
Yeah.
Where you got us killed again.
We died a lot in that one. I died a lot in that one.
Yeah, thank you.
You also died in yours, but just not as badly as me.
Did I die in mine?
Yeah.
No, I made it
Oh,
out.
no, you escaped. You just ran away like a little bitch.
I
That's
did. I did. Oh, I'm a little living bitch. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Whilst I'm sitting here watching my TV, eating my steak, I'm just such a little bitch. Oh.
I mean, better to die a hero than live a coward. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. Well, technically though, you're still alive.
Yeah.
You're just
As a brave rat.
You're just cat food. So I hope you feel good about yourself there, Despero.
Anyway, okay, well, later, everybody.
A friend of ours posted on Facebook, "Good morning, don't be a shitty person today." And this goes on the list of things I should have read first thing when I woke up. Whoops.
That doesn't help me at all, ever, to read that stuff.
I really probably need to read it the night before. Maybe it'll soak into my head like osmosis. You'd be like, oh, don't be a shitty person. Don't be a shitty person. And I wake up like, I had the worst nightmare last night. Someone was telling me not to be a shitty person. It's not dripping out my nose. I was so scared.
Oh shit, this is the It remake, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm about to turn.
Fuck you. Anyways, yeah, later, everybody.
Oh, wait, these guys got to get his arm ripped off, right?
Yeah, it's a ways off, but yeah, it'll
Oh,
happen.
fuck it. If it's not right away, then that's just one scene. Like,
It's like 5 minutes.
yeah, it's still too long for me to watch a fucking Stephen King shit.
Your loss. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it would be my loss. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. I read like the first, 100 pages of the book, and just, ugh.
The movie's better. The movie is so much better than
It
the
would
book.
have to be. I
Yeah,
mean,
it is. It's a good movie.
but that still doesn't mean I want to watch it.
It's
I
a
can't watch it.
Good movie. You like Misery.
I do. I
It's
mean,
the Stephen King. You like The Shining.
I do. Well,
Yeah.
but Stephen King hates The Shining.
Okay. You don't know how Stephen King feels about this.
I think Stephen King likes this movie as much as any other movie that's come out recently from one of his books. He's like, yeah, I like all the money you gave me from it. It did really well, which means I get more money.
He probably
Thank
likes
you.
the money he got from The Shining, even if he doesn't like the movie.
Yeah, but that was 70s money. It wasn't the same thing. It wasn't. You
Yeah,
can't
it
compare.
went so much further because our economy wasn't nearly as bad as it is now.
No, you didn't get paid as much for it back then as you do now because
Because the dollar was so much better.
No, because back then it wasn't like, oh, hey, guess what? We can just throw out tons of money and shit. Like back then, he would have been happy with like $10,000, which would have been like the equivalent of like, I don't know, maybe 100,000 nowadays. Where like, oh, we want to option Dr. Sleep. Okay, that's gonna be 10 million plus points. So it's kind of like Robert Downey Jr. with all the points he got. Like the Avengers made like $1 billion. He made like $500 million.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's not the same thing as like, oh, we want you to start in the '80s version of the Avengers. Here's like $1 million, and that's it. And we'll give you a percentage of like of the profit.
Nah, it's your loss. Everybody, spam Turk's Twitter and get him to watch it.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna really be shaken by 2 people.
Yeah.
And you'll be one of them.
No. I don't post shit on Twitter unless it's my art.
Yeah, that's a topic for off camera. Camera, microphone, they're the same thing.
Pretty much. Anyway, bye everybody.
Bye. I can do that better. You ever stop recording?
Not yet.
Oh shit, never mind.
No, I haven't stopped recording.
I know.
All right there, folks. That was Our Moms Think We're Funny. Let's give them a hand.